Good morning, SHS, and welcome back.
I'm Jaden Gonzalez.
And I'm Nick Flores, and now will everybody please rise for a moment of silence. And now Jaden will lead us in the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Alrighty, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. And as you can see, we are now back in the studio, as you could say.
Yes, pictures are over, so we're back in our normal setting.
And to get things started off for the weather, we will be hot with a possible cool down and a chance of
rain early this week.
Early rain this week. And we should begin having fronts to make their way down to South Texas, so we can hopefully say goodbye to the oppressive heat.
To move into a more serious matter, September is Suicide Prevention Month. In Texas, suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 10 through 24. Each day, there are approximately 12 youth suicides. Every 2 hours and 11 minutes, a person under the age of 25 completes suicide. Please stop by the bulletin board outside the counselor's office to add your words of encouragement and take some words of encouragement with you from the board. And if you do feel like you need to talk to someone, make sure it's someone that you trust. You can go ahead and call the suicide hotline 988, and do not be by yourself. Tomorrow does need you, so make sure you get that help if you do need it. Reach out to someone. There's always someone who wants you here or is willing to help you out.
Yes, so. Very true.
And another big part of that is being that person for someone else if they do need it. So on the flip side, make sure you are that person if someone needs you.
Yeah, really don't be putting anybody down, guys. I mean, seriously, you never know what somebody else is going through on the other side. So you've never lived their life. So just always, be somebody's, smile for the day or encouragement, and just have everybody keep
trying
going.
to be that light.
Yes. Also, moving on from that, the Gear Up team would like to invite all sophomores and their parents to attend our annual Making the Most of the Sophomore Year on Thursday, September 14th at 6 o'clock p.m. in the high school auditorium. We will discuss a timeline of upcoming sophomore events, college and career field trips, testing opportunities, and how the Gear Up program can help.
For sure. Yeah. And on to the next point. Students that are parking in the student parking lot are not allowed to park in the spaces in front of the athletic building. Those spaces are for staff only. If a student is bringing a non-permit...
I did that literally today or yesterday.
If a student is bringing a non-permit vehicle, they must stop at the Welcome Center to get a temporary pass. If you do not have a permit or pass, you will have to be called out to remove your vehicle from the parking lot. You may speak to Ms. Knox if you have any questions or further concerns. I know that if you trade vehicles for the day or something like that, that's what we're talking about with temporary pass, even if you do have a permit. But if you have no permit at all, you do have to get that pass, that parking permit, before you can get a temporary pass.
Very true.
So get on top of that. I see what you're with.
Also, SHS is hosting a Through the Decades homecoming dance on Saturday, October 14th in the cafeteria. There will be a fun photo booth selling photos for $5. Plenty of food and drinks will be provided free of charge. This event is an incentive for students who have no more than 3 unexcused absences through October 13th and no more than 2 D halls assigned and no ISS or DAEP placements. So you guys, this is an incentive and you must be on your best behavior in order to attend it.
Yeah, you have to meet all those parameters.
Yes.
So make sure you stay within those if you want to attend that homecoming event. I know a lot of people have been pushing for this for years, so now that it's here,
take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it, for sure. And to continue that point, ticket sales are ongoing for $10 a person and $15 at the door. Get your tickets early. Out-of-town guest forms can be picked up in the front office as well. The forms will need to be brought back by October 6th to the front office. There is a dress code guideline that will be enforced, so be sure to review the guidelines posted in the hallway by the cafeteria. Let's help make this a memorable event in our last year at the SHS building, and seniors, your last year at SHS, period. So make sure you're there and make sure you qualify to be there.
Yes, and speaking of being there, FCA is held in Coach Lottie's room and room 11 on Fridays at 7:30, and it is for anybody and everybody. And if you guys stop by and come, join us in the morning for
scripture,
the good 30 minutes, you will receive a scripture, maybe even a donut. more than likely, because we always have breakfast. I say we as if I show up every day, but
Hey,
I
as
don't.
long as you're trying to get there, that's what counts. So.
Yes. And Coach Lodig, if you are seeing this, I promise I am trying my best to get there.
Yes, that is led by Coach Lodig. So if you have any questions or want to talk something over with her regarding FCA, make sure you get in touch with her now.
Yes.
Our Spirit Day dress-up days are as follows. This September 15th is Barbie and Ken Day. That is Friday, so I'm excited to see everyone dressed up as Barbie and Ken.
I still want to see the movie.
I also still haven't seen the movie, but I am going to be a Ken. So September 22nd, which is next Friday, is going to be Space Day, and the following Friday after that is Neon Day. So my dress-up day is a day to slay.
Yeah,
So,
show your school spirit.
show your school spirit, come in multitudes, and look good.
Yep. And speaking of showing school spirit, varsity volleyball hosts Viva on Friday. So if you guys are not doing anything and would love to attend it, go ahead and show our volleyball team some support.
Yep, and as always, we're going to include the cross-country varsity team that is traveling to Tamu CC this Saturday for their meet. So if you see one of them, make sure to give them a huge congratulations, especially to the varsity girls team, as they earned first place at the Victoria St. Joseph's Invitational.
Wow.
There were around 18 teams competing with our girls, and they swept the top 3 spots, with Isabella Oler placing first, Addison Lewis placing second, and Kaylin Serrano placing third. So that is a huge accomplishment, because there's 18 teams. That means there's almost like 200 girls. So,
Yeah. There's a lot of girls.
so that means that
props to them.
1, 2, 3. That's crazy. So huge congrats, and congrats, Coach Guzman. She's not on campus with us, but she is their coach.
Yes.
So if you see her, tell her congratulations as well.
And JV football travels to Edna, while freshman football travels to Kennedy, and varsity football hosts Edna at 7:30 p.m. So, show some support to the football teams.
That's
and
Nick. Nick is going to be hosting Edna at 7:30, as he is a varsity
Yes.
football player. So come cheer on your very own Nick and the rest of our varsity football team, and of course cheer on JV as well. But they'll be traveling to Edna, so I don't know how many of y'all can get out there, but if you can, support them as well. And freshmen will be in Kennedy, so really go show whatever pirate it is all the support you can. Pirate pride, right? If you have a loved one who served or are currently serving in the U.S. military, we would love to honor them in a Veteran Day slideshow aired on our announcements. I know it is a good while before Veterans Day, but I wanted to put the word out and start collecting emailed photos as soon as possible so we can get on top of that. We also got the opportunity to catch up with CTE, which includes professional communications, health sciences, engineering, and ag, all of those business-related classes. So we're going to be cutting to that now.
My name is Sammy Schmidt, and I'm here with the CTE Department Chair.
Dr. Mitchell.
And I'm going to ask you a few questions. What is your major?
Well, I have multiple degrees. I have one in biological sciences, that's my bachelor's degree, and I have a doctorate in chiropractic.
What have you taught, and how many years have you been teaching?
So I've been here at Sinton High School for 6 years. Well, this is the start of my 6th year. This year I teach anatomy and physiology, both honors and regular, and I teach medical terminology.
That's amazing. Can you tell us a fun fact about you?
I played college softball.
That's amazing. Thank you so much,
All
and
right.
go Pirates.
Go Pirates!
Sammy and I'm here with.
This is Telshik.
I have a few questions for you. So, how long have you been teaching?
This is going to be my 5th year teaching full-time.
What is your degree?
Agricultural science from Texas A&M, and then I got a master's from Kingsville, also in agricultural science.
Can you tell us what you teach?
So I teach the principles of agriculture classes. I teach 2 of them. Mr. Hernandez teaches the other 2. And that's a class that's basically just an introduction to agriculture. So it's a little bit of everything. We start off with FFA and leadership. We talked about the history of agriculture in general. We lead into animal science. There's a little bit of ag mechanics and a little bit of plant science as well. And then I also teach all the animal science classes. So I've got livestock production, advanced animal science, and veterinary medicine, which we're working on trying to get those kids to the point where they can actually be certified as veterinary technicians.
That's awesome.
That's a goal.
Yes. What's a fun fact about you?
Fun fact about me is I actually grew up here in Sinton, and there is a hidden picture of me somewhere on campus.
Oh, well, y'all be looking for that. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison Brown and I'm here with. So I was taking a look around and this is such a cool shop. What do you teach here?
So here I teach ag mechanics, and principles of ag, and well, mainly my responsibilities are ag mechanics. So we do a lot of welding, cutting metal, diesel mechanics, hands-on stuff like that.
That's really cool that this school offers stuff like that. How long have you been teaching here?
This is actually this is my first year at Sept High School, and it's my first year teaching actually.
Oh, that's exciting. So what do you have your degree or degrees in?
I got my bachelor's in agricultural education from A&M Kingsville, and I loved it so much I returned and got my master's with a focus on agricultural education this past year.
That's really cool. That is such an accomplishment. That is so cool. So speaking of cool, do you have a cool fact about yourself or a fun fact?
I guess two things that set me apart from everyone, I guess, stand out. I actually have competed and I still compete in powerlifting, and I love Star Wars.
I also love Star Wars. What's your favorite character?
Kenobi.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Emma Bettis and I'm here with
Miss Handy.
and tell me a little about yourself.
So this is my 11th year teaching, my 5th year in Sinton. I went to A&M Kingsville. That's where I got my degree. I got my bachelor's and my master's there in ag education. And fun fact, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, and a fun fact is I was actually the Sinton FFA president when I went to school here at Sinton High School.
Okay, great, thank you. Emma Bettis and I'm here with
Coach Rivera.
tell me a little about yourself.
Born and raised in South Texas in the Valley. Attended Kingsville, graduated from UT RGV, aka Pan Am, with my bachelor's degree, and I have a master's degree from Concordia University out of Austin.
How long have you been teaching?
I'm starting my 24th year teaching and coaching, and I'm currently doing Avid, credit recovery, and dual credit.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Hello
you.
everyone, today we're here with Ms. Gonzalez.
And what do you teach?
Engineering.
And how long have you been teaching for?
This is my first year.
And what degree did you have to get to become an engineering teacher?
Well, I have my bachelor's in business, and so with engineering design, there's a lot of business aspects that go behind it. So I give them the business side, and they also have to do the engineering side as well, as far as designing it, putting it in CAD and whatnot.
Yeah. And do you have a fun fact?
You have a fun fact? A fun fact is I used to play football.
That is a fun fact. Well, thank you, and hopefully you have a great year teaching.
Today we're here with,
Mr. Rodriguez.
and what do you teach?
I teach engineering.
And what was your degree?
My degree was in kinesiology, and I have a certification in engineering.
And how long have you been teaching?
I think 10 or 11 years.
And can we get a fun fact about you?
I like to barbecue a lot.
Hello everybody, my name is Savannah Alamon and today we are here with
Mrs. Roach.
and she is a member of our CTE department. So what can you tell us, Ms. Roach, about your degree? How long did you go to school?
I went to college at Tarleton State University. I have a bachelor's degree in animal industries, which is half animal science, half business. And my master's degree is ag communications, which is a little bit of ag education and a whole lot of communications. I teach speech or professional comms, journalism, and yearbook, and we actually do the announcements in my classroom.
Yes, ma'am. How many years have you been teaching?
Well, guys, I've actually been teaching. This is my 17th year, and 9 of which have been at Sinton ISD. Prior to that, it was at Van Ketty.
Well, she doesn't look like she has been here for 17 years, right?
Right.
Can you give us a fun fact about yourself?
Yes, an odd, I guess, fun fact is my great-grandfather, Vincent Morse Frost, was a chemical and civil engineer, and he was a co-author of the ASME boiler code, in which all things that are pressurized, be it oil-filled, nuclear reactors, anything, all have to adhere to this code. And he was a co-author of that. He was a engineer on the Holland Tunnel that connects Lower Manhattan to New Jersey, and he was also a member of the Manhattan Project.
Wow, well, that's very interesting news, information, but thank you, and that is it.
All right,
Go
guys,
Pirates.
thank y'all. Go Pirates.
And we're back. And we're back with trivia. I'll be leading the trivia today. Today's trivia is, what does HTTP stand for? That's the little piece of the URL that is at the front, you know, it's all lowercase.
I get what
but-
you mean.
What does it stand for, Nick?
Hydrogen.
Okay,
Peroxide.
I'm already getting second-handed right now. I'm gonna go ahead and say what it is. Put your final guesses in.
I know what it is. I'm just.
And it's Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So, yeah. I'm sure that's a little fun thing that you didn't know because hypertext, like, that's how you know.
protocol.
That's how you know it's been here for a while because Hypertext Transfer Protocol is crazy. But
That's funny. And as always, we will end things off with the thought of the day. And today's thought actually comes from me. Just kidding.
Oh.
Today's thought is tell a lie once and all your truths become questionable. Would you like to elaborate? Or would you want me to?
I think you can go first and I'll build off of yours.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, what that is saying is that, you know, once you lose somebody's trust, I mean, it is really hard to believe in, you know, what else they have to say. And
Yeah,
so,
because then you start to like second guess everything.
yes, and so then you start overthinking, and you know everything just runs through your mind of all the possibilities. But
It's hitting real deep
oh
for
my
him right
gosh.
now. It's
Okay,
hitting
no,
deep
no,
for
it's
him right
not.
now.
But just always be truthful, guys. I mean, really, there's no need to lie. Seriously.
Stay honest as much as you possibly can, even though sometimes it's hard. Even if you think you're doing the right thing, it's always better to be honest.
Yeah. So we are not trying to call anybody out.
Not that we're trying to drag nobody.
Yep. But however, as always, go Pirates.
No,
Wait.
and we're shouting out our yearbook on Twitter at SHSYR book.
And then we also have a
Facebook page.
We also have a Facebook
Facebook,
now
yeah.
that Nick will be. It's
to-
Sinton High School Yearbook.
Oh, okay. Well, there
So
you
just
go.
look us up and
Yeah.
you'll find us.
Yeah, and also if you want to, add me as a friend on Facebook because I just got it. So, as always, go Pirates.
And vote me Hoko King.
No, don't please.